After years, yes, years of secret negotiations, we finally have our hands on the text of the world's largest free trade deal, Trans-Pacific Partnership, or TPP. The 30 chapters released online today. Now, each of the 12 countries involved still need to sign and ratify the agreement, and it won't be an easy push. First of all, people are critical of how secretive this whole process has been, and it could also have serious implications on jobs. So you can imagine a lot of leaders and lawmakers will be poring over these chapters in the coming weeks. Someone else who's been poring over them today is Alex Mikulovic, journalist and foreign relations analyst. Alex, thank you for poring over them and breaking it all down for us. President Obama says this trade deal will help the U.S. create and retain jobs by boosting exports to the 11 countries involved, including Canada. How does this deal work to do that?
Well, look, it's a trade agreement, and we can go back to NAFTA that we know was signed back in 1994 between Mexico, Canada, and the States. You think you open borders, you reduce tariffs, if not eliminate tariffs. We're looking at the reduction of 18,000 tariffs in this agreement here. We're looking at 40% of the world's economies involved in this. That's the 12 countries' major economies. That's a lot of money involved. But when you look at something like the United States of America itself, and where will it benefit here? Well, how can it possibly benefit? The manufacturing sector is going to be hit in a big, bad way. We're not talking about all first world nations here. We're talking about smaller countries like Vietnam, like Malaysia, countries that are known already to manufacture a lot of the goods that we get here in North America. Well, you have a trade agreement where these tariffs are dropped, and you know that they'll be manufacturing even more goods for us. Now, what Obama is saying is that the United States of America, well, for the States and for Canada as well, this is what Mr. Trudeau, our new Prime Minister, is saying, is that we're going to have more opportunities for trade and to export. Yeah, we probably will, but you have to look at the numbers. In the long run, we're looking at the other nations that have cheaper labor, that have cheaper resources than us here in North America, and of course, they're going to benefit more than we will.
Alex, critics compare the TPP to NAFTA, the North American Free Trade Agreement, signed by then-President Bill Clinton more than 20 years ago. It was also, like TPP, supposed to help job creation the same way Obama is saying this one will. But before NAFTA, exports and imports between Mexico and the U.S., they were equal. After it was signed, exports did grow, but imports grew at twice the rate. The U.S. experienced a major trade deficit. The deal eliminated 700,000 American jobs in less than 20 years. Now, Obama has come out. He says he absolutely hates the comparison with NAFTA. He says this is a completely different deal. But what's to say this won't happen again?
It will happen again. You're looking at the same benefactors as last time around, and these are massive corporations, multinational corporations. They're the people, they're the entities that are going to make money out of this. So these corporations from the States and from Canada, but let's focus on the States here. We have so many corporations out of the States who are multi-billion dollars in worth that have their manufacturing facilities outside of the United States. Now, all this does is reduce tariffs. So if something's coming from Malaysia, well, it's even better than it was before. Without the tariffs, it's going to be even cheaper for these companies to import it into the States. The benefactors are big business. When you look at the manufacturing industry, once again, when you look at the common workers in the United States and in Canada, anywhere in countries that have higher standards, be it for protection of laborers, be it safety, be it the amount of money that they make, we're going to be hit. It's not going to be the other countries. They may benefit. They may benefit in one way or another, a country like Malaysia or Vietnam, which you can see the economy just booming there. I was just there a few months ago, and it's absolutely amazing to see a small nation like that and how it's moving forward. With TPP, it's going to be great for them as a nation. But again, will it help the workers that are there? I'm not quite sure. There's really not too much evidence that points to that. And will it help our workers? Well, definitely not.
So Canada's new Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, promises a full debate on the deal. So where does the Liberal leader stand on TPP?
Well, we know that he already spoke to Prime Minister Shinzo Abe of Japan, and they've both agreed to push this deal as much as they could. Now, as the Prime Minister said, Prime Minister Trudeau, that is, yes, there will be time for debate within the Canadian Parliament, but you have a pretty strong majority government right now when it comes to Trudeau and his Liberal Party. So if they want to push this through, they probably will be able to. And also, there's a lot of side deals going on. There are some side deals signed with Shinzo Abe. There's already a Canadian deal signed with Malaysia over auto manufacturing. There's already a Canadian deal on the side signed with Australia and New Zealand when it comes to wine and spirits. So there's negotiations going on. As it stands right now, our new trade minister is Chrystia Freeland. She says that she will be pushing for this. So let's see how this goes. Right now, the debate might happen, or we hope will happen in the Canadian Parliament. And if it does, hopefully more information about this will come out. And this is not a done deal yet, so let's see. It might change it to something else.
Alex Mikhailovich, journalist and foreign relations analyst. It's 30 chapters to sift through. Thanks for breaking it down.
Thank you.